good night, good morning, depending on where you are seeing us. Mr. Graham, we are today with Mr. Graham Bonnet, and he's Jordi Tàrrega from Barcelona. How are you, Jordi?
Okay. I'm amazingly because we are with a big legend of the rock history.
Oh, blimey, really?
Yeah.
Where is he? I can't see him.
And for my part, I'm Yolanda, writing from Stairway to Rock. We are a webpage from Spain. So first of all, congratulations for this new album, Lost in Hollywood Again. That is gonna be released in 3 days, I think, and thank you for your time. Let me just tell you that for us it's like an honor and a pleasure to interview you. It's true that we think that you are a legend of the rock.
Oh wow, thank you. That's very kind of you. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not very well today, but you know, I'm trying my best. I've just gotten out of bed, literally. And I have an infection, and I've got an appointment with a doctor tomorrow. So hopefully it will clear me up.
Have you got a lot of interviews today?
No, no, I haven't had anything today at all. I took a painkiller last night because I'm getting a bad ache behind my left tooth for some reason, and I think that might be something to do with the my sinus infection. You know, 'cause it's all up here. So it's like tons of crap coming out of my nose. As you can see.
But good news, even you are gonna wait. Okay, so very good news because you are gonna release the album in 3 days. We think it's a celebration of your life and your story. So, how has been the reaction of the public since now with the video clips that you have been released?
What's that? Sorry, I didn't hear.
The reaction of the public of the songs that you have already released.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Yeah. Well, we did a lot of rainbow stuff and a bit of everything actually on the show we did in the Whisky. It's I think I don't know if I'm answering your question properly. I'm not sure, but it was a bit of everything. You know, rainbow, Alcatrazz, Michael Schenker stuff, a bit of everything I've done over the years. You know.
No, that was not the question.
It wasn't the question. I know.
No. It's fine.
But what is the question?
No, about do you read the reactions and comments of the fans when you issue a video of a song for the new album?
Yeah, yes, it's been amazing. My guitar players read some to me. I don't like to see them just in case they're bad, you know. But it's all been good. It's been very good. And, you know, when you're actually recording something like that live, you think, well, you can't do it again. You know, it's like, I wish I'd have done that again. But it's turned out really good. And I'm very happy about that. Very, very good responses from everybody. And they're saying how wonderful my voice is. And it isn't today.
Something that I love of the album is that it sounds absolutely real, with no overdubs and able to show what an amazing Graham Bonnet's concert could be. So, do you agree?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've had my ex-band, my ex-dead band called Alcatrazz, they're going up as that band. They call themselves Alcatrazz, and the manager of the band is singing. It's fucking incredible, and they're saying I lip sync and all that kind of thing. And they're doing anything to try to destroy me, and this is not the way it is, because you can see by this video, no, there's nothing there. I am live. I am singing. You know, I can't fool people with that anymore, you know. But that's something you do when you're on Top of the Pops or something, or something like that, you know, on a TV show, you know. But live, you have to sing live, and that's what I do. And people are just saying to me, how can you do this when you're 77 years old? You sound the same as you did when you were 30.
I have to say that I attended to your show with Alcatrazz years ago with Jimmy Waldo and Joe Stam, I remember. So I think there is no sense to Alcatrazz without you,
Yeah.
I think.
No, it's ridiculous. I wrote the songs. Me and the guitar player, Joe Stump, has nothing to do with Alcatrazz. Neither do the other people in the band either. The band, whatever it's supposed to be. It's not even a good cover band. It's terrible. I saw videos of it and it's laughable. They're trying to do something that is not working for them. And I'm very happy it isn't, because they're stealing my image on T-shirts and stuff, selling T-shirts, blah, 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 Alcatrazz, yada, yada, yada. And all the songs I've written with probably, with Yngwie Malmsteen, with Steve Vai, they're doing those things. It's not their music. They are not a musical band. None of those guys in that band, it's not even the band. There's the keyboard player and our manager, our ex-manager, my ex-manager, their ex-manager, singing. I mean, how stupid is that? It's like, what the hell's going on here, And if you've ever seen the video of them, it's laughable. It's so bad. I'm embarrassed to even think that I put that band together years ago with Yngwie, and, and it was a good band for a while, and when Yngwie was gone, that's when the band started to go downhill. And then Steve Vai came along and we were up again. It was okay. I mean, we had some great players, but not what they are doing right now. A keyboard player who can't play, he presses the button for his, he doesn't play all this. He pretends to play it. It's all pre-recorded. And I'm saying this because it's true. And I'm, they're telling the public that I don't sing. Come on. If they're saying that, I can say this, that the keyboard player can't play, and the manager of the band can't sing. It sounds ridiculous. Anyway, that's my bit. And Alcatrazz is dead. It's dead, long dead. And the name now embarrasses me.
Why you let that people still playing with that name? It's not better just change your name and everything in peace?
Yeah, no? Because they can. They can do it, And I thought of, putting something together and calling it Graham Bonnet's Alcatrazz. But we decided, me and the rest of the guys in the band, no, let's just do it your name, and it's your songs. Our songs, we write them together, and that's what we're doing right now. I won't be singing today, as you can probably tell. But that's what we're doing right now. We're recording and writing. I'm writing the songs with Conrad and with Bethany, and it's it's coming along really well, and it's going to be good. And we have a deadline, and this is taking me out for a little bit, but this is for real. So the Graham Bonnet's Alcatrazz, it isn't going to happen. It's just the Graham Bonnet Band, And I've always been sort of embarrassed about my name because it's a funny name. Graham Bonnet. Bonnet, that's a hat. And years ago I had a manager. She do you know who Lulu is? Singer.
Who?
Lulu, this girl singer. She sang To Sew With Love. Those schoolgirl days. Oh, da da da. It was a movie with Sidney Poitier.
Maybe
anyway.
it will listen, but now we don't.
What?
No, for the moment, no.
I can't sing anymore. Anyway, she was my manager, and she said to me, you can't be Graham Bonnet. That's such a stupid name. So she said, we're going to change your name. She thought, Zachariah. Zachariah? What the hell is that?
Like Bible.
Zachariah Lee. Because everybody back then, like, Engelbert Humperdinck and all that stuff back then, years ago, were changing their names to their names that weren't theirs. And she said, Zachariah Lee. And I said, oh, no. So I left that management and went on my own.
Better.
And,
he got fired or no?
Pardon?
You got fired him?
Yeah, it was a woman. Yes, I said, well, we can't. She said to my girlfriend at the time, she said, Graham is a diamond in the rough. And that meant she didn't know what to do with me. You know, she thought I was something special, but she didn't know what to do. You know, my career, where it should go. And so I had different managers for years, and they didn't work for me. It was a long time when I just did stuff on my own, sessions and TV shows sometimes. Yep, it was a time when I was frightened about where my career was going to go. It seemed to be going nowhere until later on when I joined Rainbow. That's when everything changed.
But returning to your new album, your new live album, the show was recorded in Hollywood's Whisky a Go-Go, a classic venue. So I want to ask you how important was this venue for you?
Oh yeah, it's a iconic place. You know, everybody knows what the Whisky a Go-Go is all around the world. You know, and it's so funny because I was with the Michael Schenker group for a while a few years ago with it was three singers, me and Robin McCauley and Gary Barden, and we did a show there at the Whisky, and I said to Michael, "Why are we doing it at the Whisky?" "Oh, everybody knows this place. Everybody knows this place." I said, "I know." So we didn't do one night. We did three nights because it's too small to hold all the people who wanted to see us, and it was incredible. So it's one of those places that you think, why are they playing here? It's like a little pub. Well, not really, but anyway. Early this year, one of my friends, Bruce Dickinson had his band there, and they played there. And I went along. I said, "You playing the Whisky?" He said, "Yeah."
I want that friends too. One of my friends, No, Bruce Dickinson.
Yeah. It's like, oh God, yeah, because he, he's. And I thought, why are you playing the Whisky? He said it's a great warm-up gig, So it was great. It was fantastic. His band is really good. And then, like a couple of nights before, I saw him with Iron Maiden. It's like, what the? It's so different. Well, Iron Maiden's like, 10 million people there, and all this stage stuff, with giant things and airplanes flying over the top and all kinds of stuff. His show is great. Bless his heart. And what's happened for our new album that's coming out? Bruce has recorded one of the songs I've written with Conrad. He's taken the last part of the song, and he's going to sing the last verse and the last chorus and the last outro, and all that stuff, ad-libby stuff. So he's done his bit. Now I've got to do my bit eventually. I'm doing the first part of the song. So then I got the first part, and then Bruce comes in for the rest of it. So we're going to put that together. And he's just, he said, I heard from his friends, from his crew, in fact, from his manager. He said to me, Bruce never does anything like this. He's never been on anybody's album as a guest, ever. And he said, but because it's you, Graham, he said, absolutely. Because he's my, it's a mutual admiration society. I like him, he likes me, So it turned out really well. So that's gone, and there's some other guests on the album too, which we're now looking for.
No, we're not announcing until we have them.
We're not going to announce until we actually get them, on paper. Elvis Presley, no. Cliff Richard, no.
So but this collaboration is gonna be for a future album, or what it is exactly? It's gonna be for
our album. This is the Graham Bonnet album, the Graham Bonnet band, not the Whisky thing. It's completely separated from that.
Studio album.
It's a studio album.
When?
When what?
When?
Summer, late spring.
Maybe summer, late spring. Yeah, and it's going to be good because, as I said, we've got some really good guests on the album that's we've never had before. Well, Bruce is one, of course, and he's doing it a freebie. Of course I'll sing that. So, you know.
Graham is Beth. Yeah. She is Beth, your bass player?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
Hi, Beth.
I'm on camera making the bed.
No, but it's great to have you because the next question is about you. Let me ask you, Graham, about your bass player and wife, Beth. In my opinion, I think that since you met her, and started to play with her, your music level has increased, and I can feel you are happy and powerful. Do you agree?
Yeah.
What he's gonna say?
Yeah, I mean,
Took him a minute.
talking about the whiskey a go-go, that place. Bethany was playing there, and she invited me to come up and sing with her band, and one night, and so I did a couple of songs with her. And at this time, I was still working on getting Alcatrazz moving, you know, trying to make it more successful than it was. And I said to her, that was so much fun. I said, how do you feel about putting something else together, a new band, you know, kind of thing? Well, I didn't actually say that, but that's what happened. We put the band together, and it was just three of us. It was Conrado Pesanado, our guitar player, who's with us now, and Bethany, of course. And so the three of us started to work on what we're going to do. And it's come to this now. We've had a few albums out that have been very successful, and we're very proud of them. And the band's been playing absolutely wonderful over the past month or two. Are you listening to me?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Hey,
Yolanda,
you're not
please.
listening to me, are you? Okay.
Yeah, it was the rest of the band, Italian musicians. So is some connection with Frontiers or not?
No, Conrado's an Italian, or a Brazilian Italian, or Italian Brazilian. He has dual citizenship. And our drummer is also Brazilian Italian, although only has Brazilian citizenship. But Alessandro Bertoni, who is our keyboard player in Italian, was just a friend of Conrad's. And so not
okay.
Frontiers at all, just through there's this thing, I call it the Brazilian Mafia. There's a huge community of Brazilian musicians in Los Angeles. And they all know each other, and they're all like really amazing musicians, really successful, not just players, but, you know, producers, engineers, or whatever. And Conrad is like the mayor of, you know, all of that. And so he's always got some connection, you know, like, oh, you need a guy? I know a guy.
Yeah.
You know?
He's not always right, though.
I'm always right.
Yeah, you're always right, yeah. But yeah, anyway, we what are we talking about? I've
Hey.
Okay.
Well, about her, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, the new album's going to be great. We've got some funny songs on there, not hysterical, but some very mysterious stories on the songs. You know, I like to write words that you know, want to keep you guessing. You know, like with the first line of the song, it should grab you. It should say, "What's that about?" You know, like I wrote a song called Hiroshima Mon Amour when we were Alcatrazz years ago with Ingve, and the first line pulls you in. It says, "It was newborn and 10 feet tall." Now, what does that mean? And there it is, Alcatrazz.
Amazing.
That was the first lyric I wrote, and we put that in. We wrote that before the song was finished, you know. And but that line makes you go, "What's that about? It was newborn and 10 feet tall. What is that?" So I always try to put things in the songs that have those kind of words that make you want to. What is it about? You know, keep you interested. And the more you listen to the songs over and over again, you find more about the song, the story of the song. I'm sort of like, I guess, like a country artist, if you will. He sort of, all country songs are about, you know, drinking and whatever, and going to the, you know, to dancing and having a girlfriend or six. And it's like that. It's telling the story of parts of my life as well as parts of other people's lives that I've observed. So it's always an observation. And it's like being a reporter, you know, and that's what I look at myself as being. not just someone who writes songs with a nice melody, hopefully, and but someone who reports what's going on around the world. And I wrote a song for my mum, for my dad, I should say, and my brother, and it's called The Beast That Hides in the Shadows. And that sounds very heavy metal and stuff. I wrote this a couple of years ago, and it's actually about Alzheimer's, because my brother died of Alzheimer's, and so did my dad. And my brother was only 73, and we lost him a few years ago, didn't we, Bethany?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Bethany met him for a few seconds years ago.
No, we had that one dinner. I never got to meet him lucid, and it's such a shame because I've heard, you know, Graham's a great storyteller, not just in song, but just in general. And I feel like I know Tony, but by the time I met him, he was gone. He was locked inside himself, you know.
It was horrible. And so that song, even though it sounds kind of heavy metal, The Beast That Hides in the Shadows, it's got nothing to do with dragons and, you know, and knights in shining armor. It's really The Beast That Hides in the Shadows. And I wrote that, and when I put the title together, I thought, I'm really talking about me too, because my family has a history of Alzheimer's, you know, and I don't want to get that. I don't want to go where my brother went and where my brother went, because they were there, but they weren't, you know. I was sitting with my brother in the pub one day, and Bethany was there, and I had my arm around him. And he wasn't there, even though I was holding him. And I was watching him. This is a story I've told a few times. I was watching him. He had my Ray-Ban glasses case, and he was trying to fasten it. And he was going, I'm watching him do this. I'm going, I know you can do this, Tony. I know you can do this. And I watched him. It wouldn't click. Then suddenly, click, he got it. And that glasses case was fastened. But that's how hard his life had become. He would hardly talk anymore. And he didn't deserve it. You know, he didn't deserve it. He was my hero. He was where I got my image from. He was the guy that combed his hair back like this. You know? And I miss him terribly. And of course, my dad, because they both died of the same thing. They're alive, but they're not alive. They're not with us. So that's why it's called The Beast That Hides in the Shadows. So it's a real story, you know. So that's what I do most of the time, is to write about real things.
Well,
yeah, no, we are wondering to listen the album.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, life is more scary. Real life is more scary than Dungeons and Dragons and guys with swords and Excalibur. You know, it's not that. That's fantasy. This is real.
But the only way that we need or we can do is just enjoy daily. Let's see what happens tomorrow.
What? We're coming tomorrow.
Yeah, no. Yes.
Oh, there goes my battery.
He's on medicine, by the way. I have him on meds to prevent.
I've got sound. Okay, it's okay. I'll just take that.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
He's going to live forever. I'm going to make that happen.
What are we talking about?
But you were talking about Alzheimer's, and you were worried that that's your fate.
Oh yes,
yeah.
No, I mean I've had some tests done, and the doctor said no, you're not on your way to have Alzheimer's, because you won't be able to do the tests if.
But she gave you medication that will help prevent if it were to begin. So we're catching it before it starts.
But you know, it's to do with my memory is terrible, always has been, and but I've always had that, so that's nothing new. And I've always been terrible at math. I could never do math at school, and that was one thing that they tested me on. And I said, I can't do this, you know. So I explained to the doctor that I can't do this. You know, I'm always terrible at math. Don't ask me to do things with numbers in it. You know, that was my worst subject at school when I was a young guy, you know. And but anyway, I'm going to be okay. I know I am, because my brain is still working very well, I think. I'm still being able to put songs together and write stories that I think are interesting to people. So don't worry about me. I'm all right.
Talking about songs, I want to ask you about well, for me, it's one of the highlights of your live album. It's Night Games. I want to ask you about how important was and is this song for you.
Oh, that was something that I was in New York, and my manager at the time, I was doing like my solo stuff. It's when I had an album called Lineup that came out, and that was all solo. Hello, here's the dog. And you can see the doggy. Can see the dog. And so I got this tape that my manager gave me. He said, "What do you think about this?" And this guy was singing Night Games. Where you going? Come back, oi! So
Yeah,
you can't leave the room when I'm talking to you. Yeah, he had this tape of this song. Bloody hell! I've got to put a battery in that. Yeah, I'm deaf too. This is a deaf aid, a hearing aid.
I'll do it.
I'm deaf because of the music I've been playing over the years. I'm deaf on both ears. This one
Graham,
has tinnitus.
you are not gonna finish any of the questions because you go to
I'm a wreck, basically.
It's great.
I'm going down. It's like, yeah.
No, it's funny. It's funny.
Yeah, you'll never get that out of there, but yeah. So oh God, sorry. Oh, blimey. I'm trying my best to be like lively, and I feel like crap, to be honest with you. But I hope I'm getting through this reasonably well. Am I? Yes. Marks out of 10. 9.
How's he doing is what he's asking.
How am I doing? 9 out of 10 out of 10? 8 out of 10?
See what you're saying. I was getting all caught up.
Yeah. So what we're talking about?
Okay.
Oh, Night Games. Yeah, that my manager played that to me in a hotel in New York, and I said, "What is that? Who wrote that?" And I to this day I can't think who wrote it.
Ed Hamilton or something.
Ed Hamilton is his name. He was like a guy that wrote songs for everybody, sort of thing, songwriter.
Y'all be swell. Y'all be great.
And he wrote this song, and my manager David Ollie brought it to me, and I said, my God, that's great. So I love that thing because it's all harmony. I love harmony. So we went in, recorded it, and it was very successful, I'm glad to say, all over the place. So that's in our set, live always. And I love to see the audience singing along with it because they know the words better than me. Did. Oh, thank you. Now I should be able to hear you. Hang on. Is it whistling?
Okay. Let's talk about this amazing masterpiece. You were talking about a song that it was not about dragons and swords, but what happened with this album is that Ronnie James Dio era finished, and the dragons and the swords and everything was forbidden.
Out the window.
Yes,
gone.
And this incredibly, I think that I suppose that Richie Blackmore wanted a new sound, more oriented to commercial and to America market. But wow, we win an amazing singer, because I think that in those years nobody, well, in England of course, but in America, Graham Bonnet name was, who is that guy?
Yeah, I sometimes wonder who I am too. It's who am I? Yeah, it's a strange thing, because people don't know my name, but they know the bands I've been in, so they don't know Graham Bonnet. That's why, in a way, we're using the Graham Bonnet Band as the name of the band, because now people know who I am. I sang Since You've Been Gone and Night Games and all kinds of things that people know, but they didn't know me. They knew Rainbow, they knew Since You've Been Gone. But, that was a song that was almost not recorded by Rainbow because nobody liked it. You know, they thought it was too poppy, and but it wasn't. They kind of heavied it up a little bit, you know, with Richie playing. He played great on it, you know, and they were protesting. No, we can't do that. We can't do this. And Cozy Powell especially was really pissed off about it. No, we're not doing that. Fucking hell, no. We can't do that. Are you kidding? You know, he was really angry about it. But he did a great track. He put a great drum track down, and the song became a hit, and it made Rainbow radio friendly and known throughout the world. You know, and I'm part of that, and I'm really happy to say that. I'm proud of it. You know. Yeah.
Sorry. Why you only released one album with Rainbow and you left the band? Why?
I left because we were going to start another album, and we were rehearsing in Copenhagen, and rehearsals weren't going very well for the next album. And we only had one song, and that was from Russ Ballard, who wrote Since You've Been Gone. It was called I Surrender. And that was the only song we had. And Roger played it. Roger Glover played it to me. And he said, well, what we could do, seeing as nothing's happening, you know, we're not creating anything here in this rehearsal room. We could go in and do the harmonies do the backing harmonies on this, Graham. Okay. So I did that. And then just did the backing harmonies. Then we went back to the studio again, the rehearsal room, and nothing was happening. Richie Blackmore didn't turn up. And we had a new drummer who didn't really know us very well. So it's kind of different because, you know, Cozy wasn't there. We missed Cozy, and Don Airy said at the time, he said, it's not going to be the same without Cozy. I said, no, it's not going to be the same. And Don said, well, I think I'll go home now. I'm leaving the band. It's not going anywhere. We're not rehearsing. We're not making up new songs for the new album. And I said, well, if you're going to go, so will I. And I actually went home. And he didn't. He stayed because things changed, I guess. I don't know why, but he didn't leave the band, but I did. I wasn't fired, and I got a call from Bruce Payne, the manager of Rainbow, and he said to me, Graham, I know you've left the band, but how about if we have another singer come in and sing the songs that we've been writing, and you sing the songs that you like? And I said, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be in a band with two singers. Too much, too much competition or whatever. I can't imagine being in a band with two singers, that's all. And so I left the band and then decided to put my own thing together eventually.
And years of you were in Michael Schenker Assault Attack. That is one of the best Michael Schenker's albums, and you wrote some songs.
That is what everybody says. I'm glad to say that. I'm glad you said that. No, everybody says that it's the best Schenker album he's done. You know, and I've tried. Yeah, I would always like to have done something with him again, another album, but it never came about. But everybody is really, excited about that album, and I've signed loads of copies of that at gigs, and they just say it's the best album, best Michael Schenker, and I think so too. I think so too. It is. The songs are good, and I took time over writing them because it was my first time really at writing lyrics and melodies. And Michael, because he doesn't speak English very well, said, you have to write them because I don't speak English. I don't know what to write. So I said, oh, okay then. So I had to do it. So Michael made me write the songs. He made me write the songs, the swine, so that was it. And the lyrics I took time over, and I think it turned out pretty good. And I'm very proud of it. Thank you.
You have been in a lot of projects, but I want to highlight also that you sing in a Japanese band called Anthem. Yeah. How do you remember that experience?
Oh, that was amazing. Yeah, because they what did I do first? Yeah. I think I recorded something before I actually played with them. Yeah, I did. They sent me tape or something, and it was all in Japanese, so it had to be translated into English. And I made an album with them, and then I played with them in Japan. And they're my friends now still. Bethany knows them, and it's they're really great musicians. Naoto, the lead bass player.
He's a bass player. He's the leader of the band.
Bass player Naoto is a good friend of mine, and you know, they're a great band. They're very loud, but you know, that's Japanese. They love it loud. The louder the better, and the higher the better. You know, so yeah. So Naoto came on stage and did a song with us when we played in Japan, and he played guitar, which he was a little bit. I'm not sure about this. Can I do this? Can I do this? He said, but I'm not really a guitar player. I'm a bass player, because Bethany's the bass player. So, you know, she didn't want to give up the bass.
That's totally, I've given it up for him. No,
wow.
I never said
yeah, but you didn't want to. We made him play guitar anyway. So that album is very heavy and really good. I love that album. Then I did another one with them too. It's a really good album.
Okay. The first time I attended to one of your shows was in 2000. I think you were touring with Girls' School. You played in Barcelona with Don Airy in the keyboards. I love that show, and I remember a special song that amazed me. I think it's in this album, and the song is Night of the Shooting Star. I want to ask you about this song. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
You alone, you with a guitar. It's a short song, but it's wow.
Oh, I played
amazing.
with the guitar, did I? Oh,
I remember you played with the guitar,
Yeah.
acoustic
yeah.
guitar.
Yeah, I don't remember doing that, but I guess I did. Yeah, I must have been drunk. I don't know. No, I'm kidding. I put that song together. The Night of the Shooting Star, when Halley's Comet was flying over. You know, it was, but you could only see it once in a lifetime, and this comet was going to fly over once, and that is the next time it will be back in another 1,000 years or something. So it was something that inspired me to make up a song about the comet. And I said to myself, Self, this is the night of the shooting star. This night's forever. This night's forever. This night is mine. So if you see it, don't miss it. You've got to see it. So I did this on an acoustic guitar at home, and I played it to the guys. And Danny Johnson, who was a guitar player at the time, said, well, that'll be all right for Roy Orbison. I said, what?
Yeah,
no, it's a song. It's a song. I want to put harmonies to it and stuff and make it just me. No band, just me, nothing else. So I just got the key of the song and just recorded all the harmony and put it together. And it took me about 2 hours. I was working with our producer, who was really into vocals, and he was telling me, go flat there, bit flat there, bit flat there. No, yeah, do that bit again. Okay, you got it, you know. And so we made sure the band wasn't in the studio while we did this, because it would distract me. And they didn't understand what this song was about until they heard the finished product. And when they heard it, they said, oh my God, yeah, that's okay. And of course it is. It's a song.
It's one of my favorite songs. By the way, you have played with a lot of big names, maybe everybody, but making a look at the guitar players, Michael Schenker, Malmsteen, Marty Friedman, Steve Vai, Blackmore. Who is the best guitar player that you have ever played
None of
with?
them. No, they're all great, and they're all different. They're all fantastic. I can't say anything. They all have their own style. And I'm proud to have been playing with all of them, because they're all so different. Michael, I enjoyed playing with Michael very much after the Rainbow deal. And but with Richie, it was an experience for me, because I'd never heard anybody play guitar like that and hear such wonderful songs for the Down to Earth album, you know, like Eyes of the World. It was just like, oh my God, what is that, you know? And but out of all the guitar players, I can't say any of them are any different, because they're all just so fucking great at what they do. They just have different styles, and that gives you an idea to write the song. If you get a different style, you know, where the chords go, then you can make a melody and a story about it. And they all, Roger wrote the words to Down to Earth. I did the melodies, but I was never credited for that, and I'm very upset about it. But never mind. Yeah. Anyway, Roger Glover wrote all the words on "Down to Earth." Then the other, when I wrote the Michael Schenker thing, that was, as I said, the first time for me writing lyrics and melodies. So there's not one better than the other. There isn't, because they're just good at what they do. They're the best at who they are, you know.
By the way, Conrado is an amazing guitar player, I think.
He's not bad.
Wow.
Yeah, he's very good. But and when we play live, you know, he has to play in the style of Richie Blackmore and Yngwie Malmsteen and Michael Schenker. You know, he has to have that style. He's got to be able to do that, and Conrad can do that. I'm very happy about that, and he's a very good person as well. He's like my kid. He's only 40 something.
He also is very creative, and the two of you write well together.
Yeah, yeah. Bethany said, did you hear her?
Yeah.
Creative.
I know you probably want me to leave the room, but I can't help it.
We do write very good together, you know, because I come up with funny ideas for songs, and he likes that. He's going, what? What's that? No, you can't say that. You can't play that chord there. No. And then he realizes what I was getting at, you know. Some of the songs I've made up with him, he said, that chord's wrong there. No, it's not. It gives you tension. That chord will give you tension there, man. Something's coming. Something's going to come any minute. And he says, you know, you're right. You know, and he's a really good guitar player, a good musician, a very good musician. And so he knows, you know, all the laws you have to live behind when you're writing music. And there is no law, really. Break the law once in a while, you know. And that's what I try to do with words and melodies. So there.
I think that it's time to finish. We got the two last questions, but it will be really interesting to have Beth here too.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. All right, move over, honey. I'm coming in.
She put my
You don't have to ask me twice. I'll talk with Blue String.
Okay, yeah. The first of the last two questions that our classical questions in Stairway to Rock. Which is the first album you bought, but with your own money?
Ooh.
Hey?
First album we bought with our own money. I don't think I remember. The first album we bought with our own money.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Well, okay. Here's the thing. I'm the youngest of 4 kids, and my brother David was jazzy, proggy dude. My brother Matt was, you know, rock guy. My sister was AM radio. So I was exposed, and then my parents were, you know, swing and big band buff. So I was exposed to a bunch of different styles of music as a little kid. I cannot remember what I bought with my own money, but it was probably like Led Zeppelin or you know, the Stones or something generic that we already had in the collection, but you know, that was where my heart lay at the time. So yeah. You?
Well, I had a little token at Christmas somebody gave me for some of the soundtrack from Pinocchio, the Disney movie. So my first record that I bought was Pinocchio sing, I got no strings to hold me down. Yet you can see there are no strings on me. I hold the medio. So that was my first introduction to Pinocchio. He's a great guy. He's made of wood, but he's a good guy.
He lies a bit.
Yeah, I mean, he does lie a bit. But, you know, that was the first thing I actually bought with, it wasn't actually money, but it was money that was given to me by this token. So I could buy this record that if I dropped it, it would break. Because back then they were made of...
dinosaur bones?
Yeah, dinosaur bones or something. But then later on, of course, vinyl came along. But if you dropped this record then, it would have broke. But that was my first introduction to buying my own music. Sort of.
Nice. Okay, and the second and last question. Have you ever cried in a concert? And do you remember the band and the song?
Did you ever cry during a concert? Do you remember what band it was and what song it was?
Yeah.
You gonna tell them?
So?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Ah.
It was Yeah. It was a song about my mom. And it was with Alcatrazz. With Alcatrazz.
Suffer Me.
Yeah, it's a song called Suffer Me. And I sang it live at a show where a lot of my family were there, my cousins and everything. So it was, I was, sort of, they know my mum very well. It was their Auntie Rini. And so I sang the song called Suffer Me, which is about my mom. And I cried, yes. And because I miss her, and she gave me a life that I don't think many people have. Yeah. Suffer Me. And the words are, that cold December day I came, you knew me well, but I was a stranger. Now there's a thing. What does that mean? I was inside my mom.
So you basically start off all your songs with a riddle. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the words are very good, and
it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Honestly, that would probably be the only song that would make me cry, because I don't cry. I'm the youngest of 4 kids. I got my ass kicked. You couldn't show weakness. I don't cry. But I've seen a lot of people cry. These guys come up when we do a signing after a show. They come up and they burst into tears when they meet Graham. And then he'll go, Bethany, he's crying. And I have to comfort them,
Which is amazing. I mean, they're so emotional, some people. You are part of my life. I'm saying, how? But
you're the soundtrack. They lost their virginity to you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You're part of their life, and it's like the Beatles are part of my life, and always will be. And I love the Beatles, of course. But that one song, "Suffer Me," is something you should probably listen to, and you'll understand what I'm saying.
It's so beautiful, and just as a mother, I cry when there's this one note where he just says "oh," but the way his voice cracks when he says it, it's like, oh, I feel it so deep in my body. I do. It's so beautiful. It's a great song. Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
We take note of that, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm taking notes.
Okay, so just for finish, we are ready with the interview, but just if both of you can record it saying, hello, we are Graham Bonnet, Beth surname, from Graham Bonnet Band. Please check our interview for Stairway to Rock. Stairway to Rock.
Okay.
Did we just say Stairway to Rock?
Well, we say, hey, this is
Graham Bonnet and
Bethany Heavenstone. Please check out our interview on Stairway to Rock.
Yeah.
But now you want to record it, or was that it?
No, I think it's fine.
Yeah, thank you.
It's original and funny. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for this interview. I'm sure we will attend to your concerts in Barcelona because you always play. There is a friend of us,
Robert Mills.
So I'm sure that he is going to call you and you will return to Barcelona.
I was actually chatting with Robert in the last couple of days. We love Robert and Anna. And have you ever met his dog, Chloe? Because she comes to all the concerts.
She does. She's a big
fan.
She's amazing. I love that dog. I'm going to be so sad. She's getting a little older. But we've known her since she was a puppy, and it's one of the highlights of coming to Spain is like, oh, I get to see Chloe, I love Robert and Anna, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Chloe's got my heart.
All right.
So, yes.
Okay. Thank you, guys, for the interview.
Thank you so much. Anytime.
I'm sorry, I had 2 coffees.
That was fun. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Anytime you want to do another interview, we're here.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Absolutely.
Bye.
All right. Take care.